So there's totally massive gaming news coming out 2 weeks before E3.
Let's get into it.
As the kids would say, Kev, it's been a slow news week.
Yeah.
But we're still going to cover it because that's what we do. You know, you ask for the things. They don't ask for anything. But the universe... Yeah. Okay, no one really asks for it, but we're giving them to them anyway.
That's our own creative minds asking us to make things.
Exactly. Molecules in the air. What you got for me?
In this case, we're going to make 5 different topics. First one being, I'm just going to talk about what came out, what's going to come out.
What came out to the mom and pop shops?
This past week, the only super notable thing that came out was The Witcher 3 DLC.
Blood and Wine.
Yeah. However, heard it was super good. And they improved like a few, like the inventory system and I think the crafting system, which is fantastic because the UI was not Witcher's strong point.
Yeah, but it wasn't bad.
It was cumbersome.
It was,
So it was nice that they kind of fixed that. So yeah, a lot of good reviews.
Nice.
Yeah, it's very, very nice for CD Projekt Red.
Cool. Yeah.
Doing good stuff. Coming up, it's next week, is Mirror's Edge Catalyst.
Ooh.
The sequel nobody thought was going to happen.
Yeah, it's actually happening. It's coming out this next week, eh?
Yeah.
Huh.
June 3rd, I believe, is the date. No, not, that's like...
No, you're not even close.
No, not close.
That was...
June 8th? No, not June 8th. We'll get the June 5th. I don't know.
Tomorrow. Just say tomorrow. Okay.
Tomorrow.
So
yeah,
so it's coming out tomorrow. Cool. So anything else come out this past week?
No, literally.
Shoot. Yeah. So I mean, there's not much.
Yeah. Next week is also Odin Sphere. If you're into like Japanese games. You would have heard EMB probably say that name a whole bunch.
Yeah, I've heard Colin M talk about it a little bit too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
cool. Cool. Okay, what's next on the hit list, Kev?
Next on the hit list?
Blast right past that.
We're just going to talk into cool stuff.
Okay.
Super Hot. You remember Super Hot? The game where like...
Super Hot, yep.
Yeah, the game where, it only moves while you're moving.
Yeah.
It's almost
looks really cool.
Yeah.
Really cool.
So they're going to bring it to VR.
Oh, man. That totally fits.
Yeah.
That totally fits.
Except a lot of people are angry because it's only Oculus VR with the Oculus Touch controllers.
Interesting. See, in my mind... The Vive makes so much sense.
Because the controller's already out for the Vive. Like, Oculus isn't getting those controllers for who knows how long.
That's interesting.
Before this holiday season, basically.
So now my question is, how many sacks of money do you think were thrown at them to get it on the Oculus? How about now?
Yeah, Facebook, just like, have the money.
Yeah, just take the money.
Yeah.
Just give us the game. Cool.
That's probably what's going on with that.
Yeah.
It's going to be super awesome to play. I'm super excited for it. But yeah, a lot of people angry that it won't be on Vive right away, they said.
Oh, so it's a timed exclusive.
Yeah, they haven't officially announced that because they probably need to, they're probably going to develop straight up for Oculus.
Right.
Release that and then develop for the Vive. So there might be.
Seeing as you come from the more developer side of things, I'm curious, how easy can the two mesh, or do you not really know yet?
As far as I heard, they're actually really not too bad. There's kind of been some drama about this recently.
Okay.
Because they both have their own platforms, and Oculus has been kind of locking down their platform. However, on the development side, all the Oculus platform is open source.
Right.
It's just if you release a game on the Oculus store, Vive players can't play that at all. No matter what they do.
Even if you release it on Steam as well?
If it's released on Steam, then Vive players could play it.
But
in the Oculus store thing, it can only be played on Oculus. So a bunch of people got mad about that.
Yeah, that's...
But it's also kind of balanced out because the Vive developer platform is only an API. They don't have an open implementation.
Right.
So that kind of makes development for Vive a little bit more tricky.
Right.
So yeah, you win some, you lose some, basically.
You win some, you lose some. So moving on from that, what we got?
Moving on from that, graphics cards are starting to come out.
Yeah,
there are a lot of
nerdy stuff.
Yeah, nerdy
Yeah,
stuff.
that's good.
Yeah, so there's NVIDIA's lineup, which is the GTX 1070 and the 1080.
Yeah, 1080 is a beast. Beast.
The 1080
with
is
the beastly price tag.
Yeah, it's $600. It's $100 more than the 980 was, I believe.
Yeah.
However, it's by and far the best card in the market.
Yeah, best consumer card on the market. It's ridiculous.
We're also starting to see some benchmarks for the 1070. Yeah. And it beats every other card other than the 1080. And it's like $370 or whatever. So
okay, that's
pretty
bad.
awesome.
That's
It's
not bad at all.
really high value.
Yeah.
Speaking of high value, though, here comes an AMD with the RX 480, I believe it's
Seriously
called.
impressed me. Seriously impressed me.
$200.
Not that much. That's not crazy.
Yeah.
That's not crazy.
And yeah, it's supposed to be VR ready. Like, we don't have any like official benchmarks for it yet, but from the sounds of it, it's going to beat like a heck of a lot of cards and kind of be one of the best value cards to have ever existed almost.
Yeah, and at the same time, you can take 2 of those 480s, put them in your computer if you have 2 slots, then you're beating a 1080, which is cool.
Yeah,
like that's pretty nutty for what, $200 less.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
2/3 the price.
Yeah, so that's cool.
Yeah, people always like really like the Crossfire, which is the multiple card thing for AMD. So
you'll get caught up in it, of course.
Yeah, be pretty awesome.
That is pretty awesome. I'm actually looking at some of those myself. What about yourself?
Yeah, I definitely need new cards.
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, playing the VR stuff, like I have stuff on loan. I'm still dropping frames every once in a while.
Oh, really?
So I'm like,
is that what that flicker is, or no?
The stutter?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is related to that.
Okay. Interesting.
So yeah, we'll see how that goes.
We'll move on.
Speaking of low price points, the Xbox One.
Segue.
Woo! The Xbox One got dropped down to $300.
Ooh. Wow.
Yeah.
You're really desperate, eh?
They're a little bit desperate, I guess. The other thing too is like
I'm surprised they wouldn't announce that at E3.
Stuff.
Or was it Elite?
I think they have bigger. No, there was
okay.
official announcement. I think they have bigger stuff planned.
Yeah.
Like, because there's rumors that there's Xbox Slim coming out later this year.
We're gonna keep this on.
Yeah. Xbox Slim.
Okay. Yeah.
Later this year.
Yeah.
And more rumors that there's gonna be like basically an Xbox One version 2.
Right.
Kind of like the PlayStation 4.
Kev, you're giving away our secret cards.
Stay
tuned to our Wednesday video where we do our E3 predictions. That's what I was saying. Wednesday video.
Well,
Wednesday
like, video. These are rumors that are out there. And
quiet, you.
And that's what we're doing.
Quiet. Okay. Cool.
But yeah. So that's what's going on.
Yeah. Do you think Sony's gonna drop soon? Because they haven't dropped yet, which is crazy.
The price drop. Yeah. I feel like E3 they're just gonna be like, $100 cheaper now.
But honestly, up until this point, they haven't needed to. They've still been not dominated. Well, they've been doubling Xbox. Like it is what it is.
Quite well.
Yeah, they're doing very well. I know it breaks your little heart. It just you have so much invested in.
They're
this
both healthy.
Yeah, exactly. That's all you really care.
Honestly,
about.
I'm mostly a PC gamer at this point, anyways.
Yeah. No comment. I'm totally not moving to that direction. Next point.
E3 stuff.
What about it?
This is our final point. The floor plan's kind of final.
Okay.
Now. I just want to talk about who's representing. It turns out Nintendo is representing a little bit more than they said they would. Previously in the past, it was kind of more of an implication, but it was almost like directly said that Zelda's basically the only thing they're showing off.
Yep.
Now it turns out they're going to be showing off a little bit more. It's mostly third-party stuff that they're going to be showing off. And I think it's more like Zelda's the only playable game.
What big third-party games are ever have been on Nintendo stuff in the past 5 years?
I think it's more like second-party stuff.
Okay.
Nintendo's a little bit in the bed with. Yeah. You're not going to get Ubisoft.
No, I don't even think they release those games on them anymore. Yeah.
Yeah. So. But yeah, Nintendo pretty much equal representation with Microsoft and Sony.
Really?
Yeah, just equal amount of floor space.
That's an interesting choice.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a good choice, but I mean, I guess we'll have to wait until the conference.
It's kind of interesting because everybody seems like they're peeling back, and EA did fully drop out.
Yeah,
but it's almost like nobody really did pull back.
You can't really blame the companies because they're not really even letting consumers into these events. It's like, why would you want to? I don't know. It's just a media event, but you can have your own anyway.
I think they were kind of more important when internet press wasn't as strong as it is now.
Yeah, but yeah,
that's basically it. So we'll see where the future of E3 is. Kind of cool thing is Oculus is going to have a rather large amount of floor space.
Really?
Yeah, about half of what Nintendo has.
Are they doing a conference?
I should have looked that up. I don't know if they have a specific conference, but there would definitely at least be lots of Oculus demos there.
Some presence there.
Yeah, trying to get
I imagine they're going to announce something of some sort.
Yeah, I hope they announce something regarding the touch controllers.
Yeah.
That'd be quite cool.
That'd be very cool.
Yeah, that's all the news for this past week.
Yeah, news is good. Good news.